Good everyone. You can hear me. Can you drop high on the chat box? If you can hear me, can you drop high on the chat box? Good everyone. If you can hear me, can you drop high on the chat box? Good everyone. If you can hear me, can you drop high on the chat box? Good everyone. If you can hear me, can you drop high on the chat box? I want to set up something cool, like to create a simple project for myself. Like, yes, let's just say I want to teach you guys. I want to teach you guys, everyone. I want to teach everyone how to vibe code, how to like do like a pure vibe coding from scratch. So that's just what this live stream is all about for today. So I'm trying to create a new file for vibe coding. So I'll be sharing my screen now. See, you're online. If can you drop it on the chat box? I have somebody watching me. If you can hear me, can you drop I on the chat box? Can you drop I on the chat box if you can hear me? If you can hear me, can you drop I on the chat box? Can you drop I on the chat box? Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Hi everyone. If you can hear me, can you drop on the chat box? So if you have like a background knowledge in coding, specifically Python programming language or software or anything that is tech related, like this is a video for you. I like this live stream for you, so to say. And yes, I believe if you watch this live stream to the end, I'll teach you some basic things, basic things about vibe coding and how you could just come up with something cool for yourselves. Like at the end, I have somebody watching me. The person is coming in and coming out. Yeah, I would appreciate if you just converse and we be able to do something from here. Do you hear me? Or can you hear me? So let me just share my screen now. Let me share my screen. You can see my screen. Can you tell me hi on the chat box? You can see my screen. Can you drop hi on the chat box? You can see my screen. Can you drop hi on the chat box? You can see my screen. Okay. I'm trying to drop a link of this live stream on YouTube. Come on. Can you drop her if you can hear me? I'm trying to like get. I'm trying to like drop a link. Trying to drop a link of this live stream on my YouTube on my Facebook. So before I go deep, let me see how many people has joined. So nobody has joined. This is kind of like okay. Somebody has joined. If you can hear me, can you drop hi on the chat box? Oh yes. Yes. How are you doing? How are you? Can you hear me? Sorry, I don't know your name. GR1. Sorry. What's your name? Can you just drop your name on the chat box? Can you drop your name on the chat box? Can you drop your name on the chat box? I'm trying to get oh, sorry. What's your name? Sorry, do you have a laptop? Um, sorry, do you have a laptop so you could we could work together? Do you have a laptop, Benji? Do you have a laptop? Yeah, good. Wow, that's great. So, what? Let me know your background. What's your background in tech, software engineer? Wow, that's great. That's great. So, what do you know about vibe coding? If I may ask, what do you know about vibe coding? I but thank God you're a software engineer, and I believe that will even save me the stress of like explaining too much. Okay, okay, okay. So yeah, this video is just okay. Yeah, this video is just to showcase, or this live stream is just to showcase on how to vibe code from scratch. So I would love to know what your thinker background, Mr. Benji. What's your thinker background? Is it Java? Is it C sharp? I want to know about the thinker background. So because I don't know, I'll be what I'll be working on tonight is just to vibe code with Python. Start changing states and meaning. Wow, that's great. Well, that means we are sharing some we have some similarities, Mr. Yeah, that's myself and Mr. Benji. So yeah, at 8 years old. Wow, that's great. At 8 years old. Wow. So that means you're working fully as a Python software engineer now, right? And Mr. Benji, are you working fully as a Python software engineer now? Not just Python. Okay. What other language I got portfolio on to say? Can I say portfolio if I may ask, Mr. Benji? Can I say portfolio? I work. Okay. That's great. It's a pleasure meeting you, Mr. Benji. It hasn't done yet. I'm trying to revamp it. And let me see what. Let me just share the link to your portfolio. I don't. Yeah, let me see. Let me have a look. I don't mind. Let me have a look. Yeah, let me have a look. Yeah, Discord. I'm not on Discord. You can just drop. Do you have a portfolio link? Just drop it on the chat box. I will check through it. You get just drop a portfolio link or just drop a link. If you're on LinkedIn, you just drop your LinkedIn bio. I just want to like have a glimpse of what your background is all about. Yeah. I don't get it. I don't get it set up yet. Just I'm just curious. I'm just being inquisitive, inquisitive here. I want to see. I want to know more about your background. So just share, share, share. I'm worried. They are share. I want you to share. That's what I'm asking. Can you just share on a call? Discord. I'm not on Discord, except if you could set up a Google Meet. Where are you chatting from? If I may ask, where are you chatting from, Mr. Benji? Can you hear me, Mr. Benji? Where are you chatting from, Mr. Benji? Can you hear me? Hey, where are you? Yeah, sure. I say okay. Where are you chatting from? Like, where is your location at the moment? Is it Nigeria? Is it outside Nigeria? Is it Africa? Is it any African country or maybe outside? I mean, where is your location now? That's what my question is all about. Which part? Which part of? Okay. No, that's great. But your name sounds Nigerian. Benji is kind of like a Yoruba name or so. Are you a Nigerian person? Are you a Nigerian person, Mr. Benji? Are you a Nigerian? Are you a Nigerian, Mr. Benji? Okay, that's totally fine. So let's just get started to what we need to talk about. So I just want to like teach you guys, since I have somebody that is watching me, I think I'm totally fine. I'm okay with it. Hope you'll be active for the next 30 minutes, Mr. Benji. Hope you'll be active for the next 30 minutes. I want this thing to be an interactive live stream between I myself and Mr. Benji. We'll be active for the next. Yeah, well, that's great. I'm happy to hear that. So now, before I could go deep into technical part, thank God you are you're a software engineer too. Before I could go deep into technical part, I just want to give you like a brief intro of what this live stream is to be of this or what this live stream is all about. Yes, I mentioned that I want to talk about vibe coding. So vibe coding is just the what it's just process of what being able to what write a project from scratch, from ground up to production level of your choice. So it might be projects, maybe it might be a side project, uh, might be maybe a project that your friend told you to work on, or for your friend needs you to work on, like from scratch using what AI. So that's just all about vibe coding. So let's say I have a template. For example, now let's use your own use case now. I want to vibe code my portfolio site from scratch. You said yeah, okay, I got the portfolio etc. Yeah, that's good. So let's say I want to vibe code Mr. Benji's what? I want to vibe code Mr. Benji's portfolio from scratch. I want this. I think I'm so happy to say this. Let's say I want to vibe code Mr. Benji's what portfolio site from scratch. According to Mr. Benji, he said he's a software engineer. He write code in Python, he write code in Java, he write code in SQL, and he write code in C Sharp too. So now I want to create a portfolio site for Mr. Benji using what my skill set as a vibe coder. Though I have my technical background. I'm a like software engineer too, and I've worked with Python, worked with Java, worked with C Sharp for some years back now. But I want to learn vibe coding too. I want to learn vibe code. That's why I'm making this live stream. So yeah, let's get to the work now. So before I could go further, I would just want to before I could go further, I want to share my screen. So let me share my screen. If you can see my screen, confirm Mr. Benji. Can you see my screen? Mr. Benji, can you see my screen? Yeah, that's great. So now I want to create a portfolio site for Mr. Benji using my skill set as a vibe coder. So let's get to it now. So for example, now this is this is a site I use most times. This is a site I use most times to create my prompt. So and I already have a project I want to work on, which is to create a portfolio site for Mr. Benji And this portfolio site will include Mr. Benji's past projects, will include Mr. Benji's what's it called? Mr. Benji's past experience, like operational experience, which where he has worked with, like like a portfolio site or so. So it will include this is description. It will let me just let me just give it to a prompt now. So this is a site called prompt generator.inc. So now let me create a what an AI prompt which I'll feed into ChatGPT or so. Let me create another tab that I'll be using with this tool. So I'm using two tools here. I'm using the first two called what AI prompt generator dot inc, and the second tool is what ChatGPT. So please, if you have question, can just signify Mr. Benji. If you have any question at any point, you can signify. I'm creating a portfolio site for you from scratch using my skill set as a vibe coder. Though I'm a software engineer too, but I also know how to work vibe code. So that's the reason behind this live stream. So if you have any question at any point, okay, yeah, that's great. So now let's get started now. So this is the first tools I'm using, which is the ChatGPT, and second tool I'm using is the what this prompt generator. So without any prompting at all, AI will just be a blank software, a blank tool, or a blank application. So AI will be depending on whichever prompt I feed into it. It's just like a communication between one person and another person, like two parties. If I think if the conversation is not going well, is not fluent as expected, the other party won't be able to what respond well. That is where the prompting comes in. So if you are very good in prompting, you enjoy what vibe coding a lot. These are one of the qualities of a good vibe coder. So, but if you're not good at prompting, at AI prompting, so sorry to say this, you can't be a very good vibe coder. You have to be very good at prompting, like at AI prompting. So, yeah, that's why I'm saying all this here. So now let's let's move it further now. So now I want to create a what an AI prompt now. So this is where I wrote right. So please, Mister, let me check if I have any message at all. Okay, no message at all. No inquiries yet. So let me go back into my my this is the first to call the prompt generator dot inc. So I want to I want to create a what I want to create a portfolio site portfolio site website for Mr. Benji Mr. Benji Mr. Benji, who is a software engineer in Python, C sharp, and what and C sharp and Java. Okay, let me use Python, C sharp, and Java. So now I have picked ChatGPT because I'll be using ChatGPT for this live stream, and I want it to be detailed and specific. Yeah, and what else do I want? I I want the portfolio portfolio to have description description. I want portfolio to have my past professional experience, my past professional experience. Sorry, what else can I add, Mr. Benji, to your portfolio? I want to know what else can I add to your portfolio, like your portfolio site I'm working on, Mr. Benji. Can you just tell me, please? Apart from your past professional experience, the portfolio description, what else do you think I can ask? Yeah, I'm asking. I want it to be interactive. That's what I'm asking. So what other thing can I add to your portfolio apart from your past professional experience, the portfolio description? What other features does a portfolio site has? I want to ask you, Mr. Benji. Can you answer me? I'm waiting for your responses, Mr. Benji. Okay, portfolio title. Wow, that's great. So let me have the portfolio title. What else, Mr. Benji? Is that all? Just give me like two details more, so I will move further from there. I've added the title already. What other thing can I add apart from the title? I've added the past professional experience. I've added the title, I've added the project and the portfolio description. What other thing can I add? Okay, my educational background too is very important. So let me add the educational background of Mr. Benji. Though I don't know your educational background actually, but we'll just add it since this is just a vibe coding experience. Okay, my educational background, sorry. Educational background. Educational background. What else can I add, Mr. Benji? Educational background. I've added your educational background already. What else can I add? A button for view project. Wow, that's great. The software engineer at the top at the age is like a software engineer at the age 18, like a title, big title. Okay, okay, bidding. Okay, okay, big title. Let me copy this out. Okay, let me copy this out. So there has to be inspiration of the color Tyler saying present. Okay, okay. Wow. Let me add that here now. Big title showing a big title showing get then we got classified as references. Okay, classified references. Yeah, that will be at the bottom part of the CV. The bottom part of the what's it called? The bottom part of the portfolio. We get Mr. Benji. So let me add the reference, as you said, the reference reading showing. Okay, let me just reference part as you said. Reference part reference. And what else? Let me check. What? Okay, my stack is okay. My stack is okay. Let me copy this out. I want to copy all this out. Okay. My stack is Rust, C++, Python. Okay. So I'm adding okay the text stacks now. I'm adding the text stacks now. Okay, what else can I add? It seems we are getting it to be more customized now because I've added some customized details like the big title showing this, the text tag showing this. What else can we add? Text tag showing this. Text tag showing this. What else can we add? So I think let's just put a stop. Yeah, sure, I get. So let's put a stop to that at that point. Let's go with what we've added so far. Okay, a project to show. Yes, yes. You know, oh, I wish I could see your. Wow, I wish I could see your CV. Oh, I wish I could see your CV. If I could just draft it from your CV and I paste it into this AI tool. But it's totally fine. Let's go with what we have for now. So I think we are good to go for now. So I've added some additional context. I have picked ChatGPT as target AI model. I picked the prompt style to be more detailed and specific. I added a prompt. This is the main guy here, which will feed into our what AI prompt. I want to create a portfolio site for Mr. Benji. Mr. Benji for Mr. Benji, who is a software engineer in Python, C Sharp, and Java. What do you think? What do you think took hard to hit, Mr. Benji? Should we go further, or is there any modification you want us to do to what you are working on at the moment? Mr. Benji, can you hear me? Mr. Benji, hello, Mr. Benji. Okay, 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 it's fine. So let's, yeah, okay. This, yeah, I understand you, Mr. Fine. So I'm also learning from Mr. Benji. Thank God you're a software engineer too. So I want this to be an interactive session. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good thing that I yeah. So let's move further. So as I've earlier said, vibe coding is the place of vibe coding a project from scratch, a technical project from scratch using a what an AI tool of your choice. So but for the sake of this live session, I'm using a what ChatGPT because ChatGPT is one of the most popular AI tool you can use to what vibe code or to create any tool, any software, any applications of your choice. If you're coming from a what a technical background, so yes, I am picking this what tool which I created. Don't forget, Mr. Benji, I created this tool. I created it for myself because I most times I'm always like get find myself creative working on any AI too. So and I had to create this what's it called? I had to create this simple site called promptgenerator.inc because I find it hard to what generate a prompt for myself with any AI too. So that's why I come up with this tool. So I'm pasting the link to the tool on the what on the chat so you could have access to it to Mr. Benji. So whenever you want to, whenever you want to create work on anything that involve AI, you can use this tool link to or this product or prompt generator to what to create an AI prompt for yourselves. So now let's go further. I created this website actually. So yeah, it's something I just have to like worked on doing some well, like in some past projects, so to say. So yeah, I think I'm good to go for now. I think I have to what click on this final button, which is to generate a prompt. So is it this same prompt I will feed into my what? Feed into my AI to I have to log in now because I've not logged in yet. Let me log in on this tool. I want to log in now. I want to log in. I want to log in. I want to log in. I'm trying to log in on my well, I've logged in now, so I believe we are good to go now. I've logged in. I believe we are good to go now. So now, so I just have to what generate the prompt. When I generate the prompt, I'll feed the same prompt into the what AI tool called chatgpt.com. So I could move further with what I want to work on. Can you see? This is the generated prompt I have from what this prompt generator.inc. So I'll copy. This is the prompt for creating a portfolio site from Mr. Benji. So I'll copy this thing. So can you see these two have so many features? I can try to copy this what? Copy this prompt. When I copy this prompt, where it is, I will copy this prompt. I can copy it. It's been copied to my clipboard already. I can also download this as a what? As a TXT file. I can also what? Download it as a what? As a JPEG. So I'm downloading it as a JPEG. Can you see this two has so many features? You can copy it to your clipboard. Can you see? It's downloaded already. Can you see that's the prompt? Let me open it for you to see. So can you see this is the what? See what I have here. Can you see? This is the what? This is the prompt of the day, which is coming from the button I click here, which is the what? Download as PNG. So now I have all it takes to start working on what I need to work on now. Yeah, and this vibe coding will be done from what? From scratch. Yes, this vibe coding has been done from scratch so far because I'm using this tool called prompt generator.think and the second one called what? Called the ChatGPT. So now let's move further, guys. I'm trying to copy this thing to my I want to copy this thing out to I want to copy out these things public and public. I want to copy this thing out to can you give me some minutes? I want to copy it out to I want to copy it out to my Twitter page so people will join more. I'm trying to like get more people to watch this live stream. I'm trying to copy this live stream link to my Twitter page so people will join more. So I've copied it to Twitter. Hopefully, if you acquire people from the Twitter hand this live stream. So I think we are good to go for now. So let's continue, Mr. Benji. So now I've copied. Let me copy this what this prompt. Let me copy this prompt. Let me copy this prompt. Let me copy this prompt, Mr. Benji. I've copied it. So now I'm going to my what? My AI tool to what? I'm going to my AI tool to paste the what generated prompt from this previous website, which is the prompt generator. So I've copied the what exact prompt from Mr. Benji. I've copied the exact prompt from Mr. Benji. This is where I copied it from. Create a portfolio what website from Mr. Benji, a software developer, a software engineer with expertise in Python, and so forth. So now this is my prompt now. With this prompt, I can generate a what? A beautiful and a well-meaning what a professional portfolio website from Mr. Benji. So now let me what into the enter let me click on the enter button. Can you see? Wow. Can you see Mr. Benji? Any question, Mr. Benji, before any question because our what our what's it called? Our portfolio site is being generated for us from ChatGPT.com. Any question so far? Do you have any question? Okay, yeah. Okay, okay. So that's good since you don't have any question. So if you have any question, I just drop a question at the chat box. Can you see? I have a what a simple portfolio site to be generated for me. Be generated for me from what? From ChatGPT because we are vibe coding it from scratch. So I will just copy out this generated code for me, which is in HTML form, and what I can copy it out. I can also download it, but I'm not downloading it. I want to copy it out because I have my VS Code open there, which I can just copy the what, copy the VS Code and copy the VS Code and what and paste it directly into my VS Code because before this live stream starts, before this live stream starts, I have created a folder called vibe code. So inside this vibe code, I will just create file called touch.html. Can you see? Sorry, I I instead of typing index, I mistype. Let me just rename it index.html. So I've renamed my what? I believe you know how you know much about touch. You know some Linux based command that you can use with Linux based command. Yeah, sure, sure, sure. So now at this point, I've renamed my what? Rename my what? My file from index index.html to index.html. So now I use touch command to what? To create the file. I use touch command to create the file. So now I'll just paste the code I generated into my what? I've pasted the code I generated into my what? Index.html. So after pasting it, what's the next step? What's the next step now? What's the next step after pasting it? Sorry, Mr. Benji, I have something. I have somebody. Mr. Benji, sorry for that interruption. So let's move further now. I've copied the code into my index.html file. Now I have what it takes to run this project. So let me just run a live server for this project, for this HTML file, so to say. So I want to run a live server like a local host server. Can you see? Wow. This is what can you say about this? Mr. Benji. What can you say about this? Can you see your portfolio site, Mr. Benji? Can you see your portfolio site? Mr. Benji, can you see your portfolio site? Can you see? Is it very beautiful? Can you see I'm seeing like two different of okay, is it two different or three different colors now? I'm seeing white, black, and blue. I'm seeing white, black, and what and blue. Wow. Do you love this? I, c- I can't show it right now. Can you see what I'm seeing, Mr. Benji? Can you see the portfolio site being rendered on the browser? Can you see it? Yeah, you can see it. Wow, that's great. So yeah, it looks good, but but will I call it? Uh yeah, it's just there because yeah, it's cool actually. It's good looking, but not that good looking. You get. But I believe you will love it. So then let's move further now. So at this point now we have our HTML file. And inside this HTML file, we'll see some things. Let's just look through this HTML file. Can you see we have some CSS inside this HTML file? We have some body tag, some header tag with some what properties and values inside it. We also have the header tag. This is header tag. We have the header tag. We also have the session tag. So can you see all these are what HTML tag you have to be familiar with as a software engineer? I believe, thank God, I'm creating this for a software engineer who's by the name Mr. Benji. So this we have the data tag, we have the session tag, we have the div tag, we have the div, we have the div tag, we have the div tag. Sorry, Mr. Benji, I'm trying to get get something out on my phone. So can you hear Mr. Benji? Can you still hear Mr. Benji? Can you hear me, Mr. Benji? Mr. Benji, can you hear me? Mr. Benji, can you hear me? Yeah, great. Let's move further now. So we have the session tag, we have the div tag, we have another session tag here. So this we have two different kind of session tag here. We have the session tag about me. We also have the session tag to show your professional experience. So you have like this is the third session tag, which shows your educational background. This is the like the fourth session tag here, which shows your professional your references. This is the fifth. You have like this is the fifth on one, two, three, four. So we have like four what's it called? Four different session tag now. So I want to paste this code back to what to ChatGPT because I don't like the look. The look is not giving is not giving what I expect yet. So now to paste it back to ChatGPT. When I paste it back to ChatGPT, I will just write a simple prompt at the bottom part of the what code. Make it more beautiful and more professional. More professional. So I'm still with you. Can you see? Wow. The new what code is being generated for me by ChatGPT.com. So I'm trying to wait for it to be done so I could copy it back to my what to my file called what the index.html. So with this, let's say in the next few minutes you will have your what your portfolio site up and running. So now let me just copy it. Let me copy it. I'm copying it now. I want to paste it back to my file which I created earlier, which is the index.html, which is index.html. So now let me reload the live server again. Wow, this is what's absolutely awesome. Do you love it, Mr. Benji? This is absolutely awesome, Mr. Benji. This is a what? This is giving. Mr. Benji, can you see your new portfolio site, Mr. Benji? Wow, this is absolutely giving. So now since we have this setup up and running now, let's okay. This what we have now is just like a static what portfolio a static portfolio site which is running on our local host. This is not deployed yet. This is not pushed to live yet, but we can push it to live or what, or we could just render it to be a dynamic what, a dynamic portfolio site. Which one do you prefer now? So we have two steps to take now. We have two steps to choose. We have how would I say it now? Safe. We have we have to pick one step now. Like what to work on after we've done rendering it on our local host, which is showing on our browser now. Either to render it, and that to deploy it, either to deploy this portfolio site or to what render it dynamically with a what with the backend. So I'm going with Python for now. So what do you think we could do now? Should we render it? Should we render with the backend Python and we push it to what to live server, or we push it to live server with what we have now? You can't see. I can't. Okay, Mr. Ben, can you hear me? Can you see what? Can you see the new site? Can you see the new site that is being generated for us, Mr. Ben? Can you see? Okay, my choice. Okay, okay, okay. So now let's just create a what? I want to render it to be a backend. I want to like make it a what be a dynamic what portfolio site now. So I have to create a virtual environment for this what for this HTML file. So this virtual environment will be I'm picking the version I'm picking version 2 because obviously if you can see my screen I'm using a git bash for this terminal and its terminal interface. So I'm picking the Python version 3.12-m/env and BENV. So the name of my virtual environment is called BENV. So with this command, I could be able to create a virtual environment called BENV with a Python version 3.12. After pressing the enter button command, after pressing this enter command, I will have this version of Python installed inside this what inside this. I will have this version of Python installed for a what a virtual environment called BENV. I'll press enter button. So I'm still waiting for it to be done install so I could just activate my virtual environment and we'll render this what portfolio site to be a what? To be a dynamic portfolio site for Mr. Benji. So I'm still waiting for it to be done so I could move further. So please if you have any question, kindly ask any question, any question for anyone, any question, Mr. Benji, any question. So okay, great. All right. So now let's move further, Mr. Benji. So now I've can you see we have our what dev environment created for us now. Let me just so I want to activate this dev environment has been created for us. So now after creating the dev environment, I want to I've created after creating the dev environment, I've activated it using this last command dot space the name of the virtual environment script and activate. So with that, I will have my virtual environment active. It's active here. So now after we have done creating the virtual environment, the next thing is to what is to install some packages we use to make our static portfolio site to be a dynamic portfolio site a portfolio site because as at now it is what still static. So now I want to install Django because obviously we're using Django backend for our for our portfolio sites. I want to install Django. So if you're familiar with Python, this is a great this will be a a sweet or a great place for you to learn how it works. Can you see I'm trying to install Django. I'm trying to install Django. Any question, Mr. I didn't see your screen. I just see your face. So sorry. Let me let me share my screen again, Mr. Benji. Let me share my screen again. Let me share my screen again, Mr. Benji. So sorry about that. Can you see my screen now, Mr. Benji? Can you see my screen now, Mr. Benji? Wow, that's great. So now I'm trying to install Django, which is a Python web frameworks. So when I have the Django installed, when I have Django installed, I can move further to to set up this portfolio site, a portfolio site to be a dynamic portfolio site. So I'm using Django for this live stream. Maybe in the next live stream, I might use Flask or other web frameworks of your choice. But for this particular live stream, I will be using Django web frameworks. I believe you are. I believe yes. Like, do you want to do it with? Yes, I want to make it to be a dynamic. I want to make it to be a dynamic portfolio site. I want to, I want to make it to be a dynamic portfolio site. Yeah, sure. If this is okay. I'm looking at the time. Well, we might make it to be. We might add some features to it, but I just want it to be. I just want it to be like a dynamic portfolio site. So let's say in the next, let's say in the next live stream, hopefully tomorrow, I might add some features, some unique features to it, like authentication and some other beautiful features that might be needed as a professional dynamic portfolio website for Mr. Benji. Do you get? So that's that about that. Any question, Mr. Benji? So now I'm trying to check. Wow, this thing is taking time. Any question, Mr. Benji? We are still waiting for it to be done. Okay, that's great. So I'm waiting for this thing to be done so we can move further. Any question? Any question? Okay, this thing might take a little bit time. I don't know, maybe because of my internet connection or so. But I will wait for it to be done before we move further. Wow, it's trying to come up. So, Mr. Benji, we are almost done with the installation. I gotta wake up soon. Who are you going off very soon, Mr. Benji? Oh, so sorry about that, Mr. Benji. So sorry. Wow, I'm going to miss you because I'm working. I'm building this stuff for you, Mr. Benji. I'm going to miss you. I'm That means I might just I might just pause this live stream. Okay, let's do this, Mr. Benji. I will be writing it up at this point, and I will continue from tomorrow. We'll be available tomorrow, Mr. Benji. Can you hear me, Mr. Benji? Will be available tomorrow. We will continue from here tomorrow, Mr. Benji. Can you hear me, Mr. Benji? Seems this will you be available available. So now I have to see if let me just try and see if we have everything up and running. So now let me check the list of packages we have installed inside our dev environment. Let me see the list of packages we have installed inside our dev environment. Wow, so we have these few packages installed inside dev environment. So I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see if we have. Okay, we have everything set up and running. And now let's. If you can hear me, can you drop high? If you can hear me, can you drop high? I'm trying to work on a portfolio site. If you can hear me, can you drop high? I'm trying to work on a portfolio site. I'm trying to vibe code the portfolio site from scratch, which we've already done, which is this HTML code we created already. So now I'm trying to make it to be a dynamic portfolio site by rendering it with a what? With a backend. And the backend I'm using as at now is what? Python Django, which is a Python web framework that you can use to create the web application of your choice. Yeah, so what that's where I am at the moment. See if you can hear me, kindly drop I. If you can hear me, kindly drop I. We have two people watching me. If you can hear me, kindly drop I. I'm working on the portfolio site. I'm vibe coding a portfolio site from scratch. I have one person watching me at the moment. If you can hear me, kindly drop I. If you can hear me, kindly drop I. So I'm working on a what? I'm working on a portfolio site which I've been coding so far, and we have created the HTML code for this site for this portfolio site already, which is what I'm showing you on my screen. So now we want to make it to be a dynamic what portfolio site, which will be rendered with a backend web framework. So but as at now, I'm using a Python Django backend for our use case on this live stream. So if you have any question or if you want me to answer any make answer any inquiries, you can just let me know. Somebody's watching me. Who is watching me? Can you drop high if you can hear me? Can you drop high so we can move further? You have to be joining me. Yeah, can you hear me? If you can hear me, can you drop high? If you can hear me, can you drop high? Mr. Benji. Oh, all right, it's totally fine. So we'll continue from here tomorrow, Mr. Benji. So it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure talking to you. Yeah, sure. See you tomorrow. Yeah, good night, Mr. Benji. So I'll be posting this live stream for now. I'll make it to be an episode based live stream. So we finish the first episode. So the next episode will be tomorrow. Yeah, good night. Bye. So the next episode will be tomorrow by God's grace by this same period, this same time. So that next episode will be episode two. So we'll continue from there we'll be continuing from there sequentially. So from episode two, we'll move to episode three and stuff like that. So that's that about that. So we have four people watching me. Wow, this is great. This is awesome. So if you are just joining us for the first time, my name is Isaac, and we'll be vibe coding a portfolio site from scratch. We'll be vibe coding a portfolio site from scratch. We'll be vibe coding a portfolio site from scratch using pure HTML and we are projecting to use a Python backend to make it a dynamic portfolio site. Can you hear me? Yeah, projecting to make it to be dynamic professional to make it a dynamic professional portfolio site to make it more interactive. So when something is dynamic, to be more interactive than just a what a static portfolio site. Can you hear me? Somebody's watching me. Who is watching me? So I'm making it to be, we want to make it to be a dynamic portfolio site, and that's why we are here. Any question? Let me just so now let me just create a Django project already. Trying to create a Django project because this is purely HTML file. This is just a static portfolio site we have as at now, which is just an HTML file. It's just an HTML file, a pure HTML file and CSS file, so to say. So it's CSS code, so to say. So now to make to be a dynamic portfolio site. So how do I want to make it a dynamic portfolio site? I've already created the virtual environment already, and I've activated it. And after activating it, I've what? I've installed Django. Django is a web, it's a backend web frameworks. Django is a backend web frameworks. And if you can hear me, can you drop I? Nobody's responding. Any question, anybody? Any question from anyone? 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 So it's always a pleasure to be able to have this live stream. Always a pleasure to have this live stream. So I'm trying to I've yeah, now let me just I have wow. So I'm trying to I've installed Django already. So now let me create a Django project now. This Django project, this Django project will be called portfolio portfolio project. Django project will call portfolio project. So I'm trying to create this Django project so we could have like a backend to our what? Our portfolio site. So now we have the Django project created for us already. So now I want to render this Django project which has been created for us. I want to render it like to see if it has been successfully been installed for us already. Wow. So now let me click on it to I'm trying to follow the link to show you what we have. Can you see we have Django created for us, which is up and running, and this is what we need. So after we have Django created for us or installed for us, we'll have to render this what? Render this HTML file, a static HTML file inside our what? Our Django backend. So how do we render it inside Django backend? I we want to ask a question. Please, if you have any question, please, anyone, any question. Sorry for this interruption. Sorry, I'm trying to. So now, any question? So I have created the Django project already, which is up and running. So now I want to render this thing inside the what? Inside Django project. And so I want to render this HTML, pure HTML file inside Django project. So this is where I will render it. I have to what? Import OS. Import OS. After importing OS, I have to go. And before I could move further, let me create a new, a new folder, folder called template because this is where our what? This is where our project, our HTML file will reside in. So this is where our project, this is our HTML file, our portfolio, our HTML code of our portfolio size will reside in. So I'll move this HTML file inside this what template folder. So I'm moved it already. So now let me go to into let me go let me go into this settings.py. Settings.py is a very important file in Django project. Without settings.py, you can't do much more. You can't customize some things you need to customize inside your Django package. But when you have your settings.py inside your Django project, you can decide to make your project, your backend project to be more customizable. Any question before I move further? Yeah, sure. It can be. Yeah, definitely can be a vibe coder in this area of here. It's very easy for it to be very easy for it to be a backend. Sorry, it's very, very easy for you to be a vibe coder in this era of AI. It's very, very easy because we have so many AI tools. We have, how can I be a vibe coder? Yes, you can. Yes, that's just why you're watching this live stream. I'm teaching you on how to vibe code from scratch, how to vibe code a portfolio site from scratch using using some technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Python too, which is why you're watching this live stream. So far I've been able to create I've been able to what create a prompt which I use already. I'll pass the prompt into the what I'll pass the prompt I'll pass the prompt. This is the prompt I use for this portfolio. So I'll pass into the what I'll pass it into the chat box so you have access to it. Yeah, sure. I can make a playlist definitely. Do you want a playlist? Definitely, I'll make a playlist if you want it. I'll make a playlist if you want it. I'll make a playlist. So I'm trying to make this live to be an episode based live stream. So I've been able to what render. Sorry, I wish I could. I don't know. I have this is the prompt I use. I'm trying to like get it sent across to you, but I can't send it to the live stream. It's not working. This is my GitHub. This is my GitHub. So you could just like chat me up on my GitHub. Sure. So you can just chat me up or just reach out to me. That's my GitHub ID. I can make a playlist for it, definitely. If you want a playlist. Yeah, you can connect on LinkedIn. Definitely. So what's your LinkedIn profile or what's your LinkedIn ID? What's your LinkedIn profile? What's your LinkedIn ID? So far, I've been able to what create. I've been able to create. So let me just drop my LinkedIn profile. Let me just drop my LinkedIn ID for us to connect on LinkedIn. Which I'm sending. Okay. Okay. This is my LinkedIn profile. You can just chat me up, or reach out to me on LinkedIn. You can reach out to me on LinkedIn. So that's that about the LinkedIn part. So now I've been able to what? I've been able to I've been able to create a static portfolio size using ChatGPT and this AI site which I created for myself. So inside this backend, I'm trying to have we already render it on the static page. This is the this is the look of the site, which is being rendered statistically because this you can't call it a dynamic site because it's just a static portfolio site. But now I want to make to be a dynamic site. I want to make to be a dynamic portfolio site, which is what which is what I'm working on at the moment. So I have already import OS. Please, if you have question, what's your name? I haven't asked about your name. What's your name? Uh, Bratat. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name. Pra Pratat Singh. Pratat Singh. Accept my connection. Okay, let me just check. Let me accept the connection here. I'm trying to log in on my LinkedIn to accept the connection. Wow, I'm just in your connection. Wow, wow, I've accepted your connection. So we could chat. Let me just drop a message for you. Yeah, settled. Yeah, sorry. I do. I can't. Oh wow, that's great. How are you doing today, Mister Prachat? Sorry, I can't pronounce the name very well. So sorry if I'm not pronouncing it the right way. Sorry. Any question before I move further? Okay, nice meeting you, Mister Prachat. Nice meeting you. Please, do you have any question? I'm from Africa, Mister Prachat. I'm from Africa. Do you have any question so far on what we've been working on, Mister Prachat? Do you have any question? So far, we're working on working on vibe coding a portfolio site from scratch. Yes, that's what we've been working on so far. And so far, I've named to what render it to be a static. We've rendered it to be a static portfolio site, which is what I showed you earlier. Let me go back to this is it. This is a static portfolio site. Now I want to make it to be a dynamic portfolio site. How do you make this static portfolio site to be a dynamic portfolio site? By what? By rendering it through what a backend. That's how you make it to be what a dynamic portfolio site. If you don't render it if you don't render it from a backend, to just be a static site as it is at the moment. But I want to make it to be a dynamic portfolio site, which is what we are about to work on now. Do you have any question, Mr. Prachat? Any question, any question, Mr. Prachat? Any question? Can you hear me, Mr. Any question? Do you have any? Okay, do you have any question? Do you have any question, Mr. Prachat? Yeah, nice meeting you. Yeah, Mr. Prachat, nice meeting you. It's a pleasure meeting you. Do you have any question, Mr. Prachat? Any question? Do you have any question, Mr. Prachat? Any question? Yeah, IDE I'm using is still VS Code. I believe VS Code is still the most used what IDE for what vibe coding. That's based on my own preference. Or you can ask somebody else what they use, which might be different from VS Code. But for my own preference, I still prefer the VS Code to be the best what vibe best IDE for what for vibe coding. Yeah, I still prefer VS Code to be the best what ID for what for vibe coding. Which ID do you use for vibe coding, Mr. Prashat? Which ID do you use for vibe coding? Which ID do you use for vibe coding? Oh, wow, that's great. So if you want to be the best AI engineer, which part of because I believe AI, I I zoomly so because I believe so far if you want to be because I believe AI is a very big niche, and if you want to like get yourself wow, that's great. So if you want to learn vibe coding for web development, this is the word. This is the right. You are in the right place. Kindly subscribe, Mr. Prashat. I believe. Hope you have not. Hope you subscribe already. Zoom. Sorry, what's your name? Zoom. I don't know your name. Yes, yes. You have to. It's not for you to learn web development. Yeah, it's let's say if you want to learn how to vibe code, it's not necessary for you to learn web development. But if you want to go deeper into the web development, you just have to what learn how to do it in the what in the technical way. But if you are coming from a vibe coding point of view, if you are coming from the vibe coding point of view, you don't need to go deeper into the a web development niche. You get. But if you want to be like very good at web development, you have to go beyond the level of vibe coding. So, Mr. Zoom, he tell us about your achievements. Yeah, I have my name is Isaac. So, what's your name, Mr. Zoom Lee? What's your name, Mr. Zoom he? What's your name? So have I answered your question, Mister? Have I- Wow, that's great. If you want to what? If you want to do a web development of your AI product or solution using web coding, yeah, that's a great choice. Yes, I would recommend using what? I would recommend using VS Code to Vibe Code. I will recommend using what VS Code to vibe code your product from scratch. And also, I will also suggest using these tools. But this is the tools I'll be using to what to create prompt for myself. Can you see this is the tool? Let me just share the tool link on the what on the chat box so you have access to the tool. This is the tool I'll be using to what to create an AI prompt for myself. So with this tool, I don't so a roadmap for making an AI agent. So it's just based on which AI agent you're working on because you have so many use cases for creating an AI agent. You can create an AI agent for code calling. You can create an AI agent to make or to answer email messages. So we have so many use cases of AI agents. I want you to be specific on which AI agent you're working on, but I have no idea on web development. Yeah, you don't have idea. That's why I want you to subscribe to this channel because I'll be creating more videos on vibe coding on this same channel. I'll be creating more videos. So after this live stream tomorrow. Wow. Any agent I could train for my sorry, what's your name? I don't know your name. What's your name? Can you chat me up on LinkedIn? Mr. Zumi. What's your name? Sorry, Zumi. What okay. Can you chat me up on LinkedIn? You want to create an AI agent for your business to train for your our for your business. For your business. Can you chat me up on LinkedIn? So I have I don't know. Can you refer me for a remote internship on AI domain? That's why I want. Yes, let's talk after this live stream. I want us to talk after this live stream. I want us to talk after the live stream. Okay, now let me just share my. Let me just share my. So let me paste my lady ID for you to chat me up. I put this earlier for Mr. Patrat, but I'm pasting it again now. So for you to chat me up, so we'll talk more on how you could create an AI agent for your create an AI agent for your business. So just chat me up on LinkedIn so we'll talk more better. So I can refer you. That's why okay, Mr. Patrat, I can refer you to remote internship in AI and machine learning after this live stream. I have some WhatsApp job channels I belongs to where they share internship offers, internship role in AI or machine learning. So just shout me up after this live stream so we'll talk more better on how you could get an offer, an internship role or an internship offer for your use case. So, but back to your question, you don't need to go deep into web development before you could be able to write code your product, your AI product for your AI solutions from scratch. You get Mr. Prachat. I believe with AI tools, any AI tools can be able to what create any product without having a deeper knowledge of what web development is all about. Okay, now let's continue. I was asking a question. That's why I have to pause. But at this point, can I continue? Are we all okay? So far, I've been able to what? I've been able to I've been able to import OS after importing OS. I believe. Do you have any background knowledge in Python at all, Mr. Prashad? Do you have any background knowledge in Python? Zoom. Do you have any background knowledge in Python too? Do you have any background knowledge in Python, Mr. Prashad? Because if you want to, I believe if you are coming from, well, that's great. If you are coming to an AI niche or in an AI industry, you must have some basic knowledge of what Python programming language. And the same thing applies to Mr. Zoom too. If you have any background knowledge on Python or coding, this is the best or this is the right live stream for you. So I believe you all are subscribed to this channel for more live stream session on what vibe coding. Wow, that's great. That's good to hear. So now let's continue. So I've imported OS already, which is this package you are seeing there. So now I want to render this what? I want to render this what? In my static site, which I showed earlier. I want to render it in what? I want to render it. This is my static site, which is a static portfolio site. I want to render it. I want to make to be a dynamic what portfolio site, which is what I'm working on. So now I have this is my static site already. So now let me go back to my setting.py, which is inside my Django project. Any question before? Do you have any question, Mr. Zoom, Mr. Prashash? Any question? Any question, Mr. Zoom, Mr. Prashash? Any question? Okay, if I since I okay, no question. Wow, that's great. So now let me go. Let us continue. So I've import OS. So now I want to integrate my front end, which is this static site. I want to integrate into my Django what's it called my Django project. So now this is where I what this is where I will integrate it. So I have to pass the package, the this is where I what this is where I'm referencing the OS I import earlier, which is the import OS. And when I import it, this is where I will what this is where I'll be what I'll be calling it. I'll be calling that what that package os.path.join. So this os.path.join is just for me to what to integrate my what my template folder, which is this folder here, with my what it's my Django project. So now this I'm trying to link. This is how you link it. You lazy this our basic directory is referencing this what our Django project, and which is inside the base directory already, because this is obviously a what we are obviously inside the base directory as we are in here. So we have our base directory, and we also have our what template, a template what file, a template folder, so to say. So at this point, I believe I have what I've been able to integrating integrating our what our front end to back end site, our back end portfolio site, Django portfolio portfolio site. Any question? Okay, no question. So now let's move further. So at this point, I've integrated my backend to my what to my template folder, which stores all my what my front end file. Which store all my front end what my front end file. So now let's move further now. So now I have to what create my Django app. I have to create my Django app now. So this is how you create your what your Django app. It will be Python my.py start app, um put app. So this is the name I want to give to my what my Django app, which is called what port app. So when I click on the data button, it will what create this what Django app for me, which is called the what port app. So I'm trying to wait for it to be what to be installed. Yeah, it's still installed. Okay, it has done installing. So now let me link my what my port app, my Django portal into my Django project. So this is where you what you link your what your port app, the list of what apps in your Django project. So now yeah, inside my what inside my Django URL, I have to what I have to integrate my inside my Django URL, I have to integrate my Django app URL too. So this is a package called. It's not even a package. This is just like a library called Path. A library, yeah. Why I call it a library? Like a method called Path. So include port port apps.url. So, but for now, I won't create my URL inside my what? I won't create my URL inside my port app, which I am doing now at the moment. So now let me create my URLs urls.py url.py. So any question? Okay, what's my profession except making tutorials on YouTube? I work as a software engineer. That's my profession. I work as a software engineer. I work as a software engineer. I work remotely as a software engineer. That's my profession. Aside making tutorials on YouTube. What's the profession also, Mr. Prashad? What's the profession? Mr. Zumi. Mr. Zumi, any question? Mr. Zumi, any question? Yeah, it's a foreign company. Yeah, we like say it's like okay, it's a company in my with a company in my I'm working with a company remotely in my I'm working with a company remotely in my country. If I answer your question, Mr. Prashant, I'm working remotely with a company in my country. If I answer your question, Mr. Prashant, if I answer your question, Mr. Prashant. Wow, wow, that's great. Yeah, in the third year, wow, BTech. Wow, how is the experiences going as a student in your third year? How is the experiences going? Your class, your practical class, and stuff like that. How is it going so far? How is it going? Too good. Wow, that's great. So now let's move further. So please, do you have any question? Do you have any question, Mr. Prashad? Any question? I'm trying to integrate my words. Yeah, that's great. AI is a big industry now. If you are specializing in AI is here to stay. If you're really with full focus in AI is what is here to stay. So that's that about that. So wow, wow, wow. Yeah, I understand. So that's why I want us to chat after this live stream. So we'll talk more on how you could get a 6 month internship role. If you need it to be a remote role, I think that would be a best choice, a better choice. So if you're that, so I'm talking about being able to what do a 6 month internship role remotely as you are in school. So it will help you out. It will help to aid your learning process. Well, I will check after this live stream. I'll check after this live stream. Hope you subscribed to this channel already, Mr. Prashad. Have you subscribed already to this live stream? Have you subscribed already to this live stream? I will check your portfolio after this live stream. Have you subscribed already to this live stream, Mr. Prashad? Have you subscribed already to this YouTube channel, so to say, Mr. Prashad? So now I am working on. So let me just finish up this part from django.part.url import or URLs from django.part import. Sorry, I mistyped something. I want to check from this URL part. So URL patterns, URL patterns. So part. So it will be view.index name. This should be the namespace for my endpoint, which is the index portfolio portfolio. So, but inside my Vue.py, I don't have any endpoint created yet, which is what I'm working on at the moment. So this should be a request render. Should be what a request. Let me check what's the name of the file of our what front end, which is the index.html, which is the index.html. So now I have everything up and running to have my have my to have my index file. Oh, sorry, there's a mistake here which I need to rectify. So I have to import dot views. So now I fix the issues. So when I render it again, I should be able to have my I will able to have this change from this default Django interface to the what portfolio interface which I have integrated already. Can you see? But our Django site rendering our what portfolio site dynamically with our what with the endpoint we created already. Yes, I have. Yes, I have like over 4 years experience. Over 4 years. I have over 4 years experience. I have over 4 years experience. Do you understand what I'm doing at the moment, Mr. Prashad? Do you understand what I'm doing at the moment here? Do you understand? Yes, I've been able to render this. I'll be able to render this on the what? Render it on render it using my Django backend. So this is not being rendered. Start again. I start portfolio site again. It's rendered dynamically as a what? As a portfolio site. So I'll be stopping the live stream at this point. So I'll be stopping the live stream at this point. So we'll continue tomorrow. We'll continue tomorrow. So we'll continue tomorrow, Mr. Pachat. I want to pause I want to stop the live stream at this point. So we'll continue tomorrow. So do you have any question before we call it a day, Mr. Lapachat? Before we end the live stream, do you have any question? Any question, Mr. Pachat? Any question before we call it a day? So we'll continue by this around the same time. We'll continue. We'll continue. We'll continue. We'll continue around the same time. So thank you for joining this live stream, Mr. Prachas. So we'll continue tomorrow around the same time. Yeah, that's great. So I'll chat you up on LinkedIn. So we'll talk more on how you could get a what an intern role for 6 months working remotely from where you are. Maybe working remotely for a US company, maybe working remotely for an European company. It just depends on which part of which part or which choice you are making on where you want that role to come from. Do you understand, Mr. Prashad? So it's a pleasure talking to you, Mr. Prashad. So we'll continue tomorrow on around the same time. And thank you so much for joining this, Mr. Prashad. And anybody else watching me, we will continue tomorrow. If you have not subscribed already, I want you to subscribe to this channel because we'll stop the live stream. We'll stop the vibe coding session for now. We'll continue the vibe coding session tomorrow around the same time. So If you think this is a part of the world you want to belong to be a vibe coder, this is the best channel for you. I want you to like and what subscribe to more video, I want you to like and subscribe for more live stream like this, because tomorrow I'll be posting more vibe coding session. I'll be vibe coding for more vibe coding. Okay, that's great. Well, thank you so much for subscribing, Mr. Prashant. Because tomorrow I will continue from where I stop. So let's chat on LinkedIn, Mr. Prashant. Let's start because I would love to see your CV too. Let's chat, Mr. Prashant. Let's chat on LinkedIn. So it's a pleasure talking to you, Mr. Prashant. I will be ending this live stream now. So thank you so much for watching, Mr. Prashant, and good night. Bye for now.